Hey, what's up? Dirk here from Intelligent Cryptocurrency. It is Saturday, it is August 1st. Can you believe it? It is already the 8th month of 2020 of all this madness that we've been seeing. And yeah, it's just a really good day because Bitcoin is currently trading at about $11,500 and things are just heating up like crazy. So the title of today's video is FOMO. Not necessarily because I think it's here yet, but it's starting. I'm starting to see people talk about crypto and Bitcoin that have been quiet for a long time. People are starting to ask, hey, Bitcoin is going back up again. I'm getting messages from people who aren't really in the space, who don't really talk about it, and send me a message like, hey, have you seen Bitcoin lately? So I think we're starting to get to a point where it's starting to heat up. So in this video, I just wanted to share some thoughts about the market as a whole, and basically what I think we can expect, especially now that the month has just closed. The monthly candle is always something important to look at. So we're going to look at all of that good stuff. If you are new to the channel and you want crypto updates, news, and education without any of the BS, please subscribe to the channel below. Hit the notification bell if you do, and then you will get updates of my future videos. So another thing which I've been wanting to mention, which I keep forgetting to mention, is that from now on, for every single video that I put out, I'm going to be giving away $50 in Ethereum to some random lucky commenter. Now, the rules about this is that the video has to get at least 50 likes, so 50 thumbs up, 50, so smash the like button. If the video has a 50 thumbs up and you've left a comment below on this video, I will select a random winner, contact them, and reach out to give 50 bucks. It's a fun thing I can give back to you. Of course, it helps the channel grow. It helps us get more likes and more exposure. So that's pretty much the rules. Go smash the like button later if you haven't done so already. Now, let's hop over into the charts and have a look at what I think is really important with the monthly candle. A lot of us tend to look on these smaller time frames and you forget the larger picture. And every now and then it's really good to actually zoom out and look at the larger picture. And we're not talking about the 4-hourly chart or the daily or even the weekly, but looking at the really big picture of the last few years. And the reason why we obviously don't do that all the time is because it takes months for a picture to be painted, sometimes even years. So what we have over here is the Bitcoin US dollar chart on a monthly time frame. And you can see for the longest time, it's basically created this big triangle formation. And the vertical lines here are the dates of the halving. So this is pretty much a 4-year period. We had this halving, and what we've just had is this really big green candle. That was last month, the month of July, which has just closed, and that has broken to the upside. Now, the thing about technical analysis about these kinds of patterns, these triangle type patterns, what tends to happen is they tend to break to or break out of the triangle, in this case usually to the upside, but it can be to the downside too, at about the 66%, the 2/3 of the actual triangle. And that's approximately what's happening. So pretty much in this section we expect a breakout, and that is what has happened. And it is not just a false kind of spike above a level. This time we actually had a full monthly body close above the triangle, an actual breakout with that monthly close. And that is in technical analysis, that is significant. Okay, so this points to, like I said, I made a video about this a couple days ago when Bitcoin broke $10,000, why I think this time is different. I'll link to it up here if you haven't watched it yet. But that's what I'm saying. This time it looks like there is a lot more strength behind it, and we've had a 2.5-year consolidation after the peak. So after that December 2017 peak, it's been about 2.5 years of downwards bear sideways consolidation. And I think we're at a point where we're ready to start moving higher and start moving hopefully towards those previous all-time highs, the 20K, and this time maybe even beyond. And of course there's multiple reasons which I've explained many times, besides the fact that it's been 2.5 years since the last peak, besides the fact that we've just had another halving where the supply of Bitcoin has been cut in half. And there's also just much more growth in infrastructure. There's much more awareness. And there's the whole issue of central banks just printing fiat currency like there's no tomorrow, which history shows basically devalues the currency. It reduces the purchasing power. We're seeing gold at all-time highs, new all-time highs. It's almost at $2,000. And, it's just looking like there's all sorts of reasons for Bitcoin to actually continue going higher. So that is looking very, very positive in my opinion. You can see this build-up over here has been multiple months of working higher. Okay, and the nice thing is we had this full body close, unlike these two spikes, which we saw last year in 2019, where we saw the price briefly run up to $14,000, but the monthly candle, as you can see over there, while it hit it within the month, so intra-month, it actually dropped all the way back down and it did not close above that level. So you can see, if I make this horizontal line over here, you can see we have not had a full body close above this since January 2018. So last month, July, was the first monthly candle in more than 2 years, almost 2.5 years, that it actually closed above this level. So that is really, really significant in my opinion. So, it's looking good in my opinion. And like I said, the FOMO is starting. I'm starting to get calls and texts. Hey, Bitcoin, have you seen Bitcoin lately? Wow, crypto is really starting to heat up. Yes, it is. Okay, it's starting to look interesting. And I think that people are basically going to start giving it more attention for a long time. So let me pull up this chart real quick. So you can see over here, this is the typical market cycle, the greed and buy and fear and sell. And I think a lot of people were actually at this dismay stage. I was there myself for the last couple of weeks where, we broke this 10K and I was starting to look at it and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just another dump or pump and dump like we've seen in 2019 where it runs up and it's going to start going down. But now that we've actually broken the 10,000 level and that we actually closed above 11,000 with that monthly candle that I just showed you, I think personally for me, we've moved over into this hope phase where we're like, hey, this might actually be something that's going to continue. And I guess you kind of get that feeling also by this video that I'm making where it's like, hey, this is actually starting to look like it may actually go up. So we're not quite at the relief stage in my opinion just yet. I think we'll get there when we break the 14,000 level, which was the spike high of 2019. That was that brief run up to 14,000 and then it dropped back down. I think if Bitcoin can get to that level and actually get above it and stay there, at least for, maybe a weekly close or so, I think that moves to a stage where there's a relief because a lot of people who bought, at higher levels might actually see their portfolios come back to break even, maybe even a slight profit. And there's just this feeling of, hey, we made it. It's not dead. We got our money back. It's all good. And then after that, if it continues going, then we go to the upside of the cycle, which is the optimism, the enthusiasm, and the exuberance and the euphoria, which, if the cycles repeat, which I've also made a video on, I'll link to it over here, then, we could see this Bitcoin going to 30, 50, maybe even $100,000 over the next 12 to 24 months. So it is all looking very, very positive. And I just wanted to make this video today to share that with you. So if you're starting to see people FOMO in and start talking about Bitcoin and crypto, where do I buy? I don't even think it's really just started yet, but it's starting to get attention. And once we get past that 14,000 level, maybe if we even get back to those all-time highs and Bitcoin starts going to 18,000, 20,000, then I think you're really going to start seeing the FOMO, and your family and your friends might start asking you, hey, this Bitcoin thing, how do I get some? Where do I buy? All that kind of stuff. And at that point, of course, you tell them all to go to YouTube and type in Dirk Crypto Diggy. You send them to this channel, you tell them to subscribe, and you even tell them I have this amazing crypto education program with courses, a monthly newsletter, and a community that people can join to learn all about crypto, how to get started with it from scratch, and actually have a community that's there to help answer questions, share ideas, all that good stuff. And that can be found at intelligentcryptocurrency.com. It'll be the first link in the description below. And although I'm not a fan of leverage trading at all, and I don't recommend it to a lot of people, sometimes I do a bit of it. And actually lately, over the past few weeks, with Bitcoin price action being moving higher, I've actually done a few leverage trades, and I've shared that inside my members area in real time with the exact positions, where I entered them, where I put my stops, where I took profit, where I increased the position size. And, if I were to take a loss, obviously I'd share that too. And I've documented this in real time and we've had some really successful trades with that. So again, that's one of the benefits and one of the perks that comes with being a member of Intelligent Cryptocurrency. As you can see over here, I've actually took a leverage long position on Bitcoin. 11,339 was the entry point, and you can see it's currently sitting at an unrealized profit of 0.38 BTC, which is at this point in time is about $4,500 US or something if I were to close it. I shared that entire trade in real time from entry all the way to where it is inside the members area. So if you want cryptocurrency and you want information and education and all that good stuff, join me inside Intelligent Cryptocurrency. There's a wealth of info there, and it should be a very good deal for you. Other than that, if we switch over to Ethereum on the monthly, it also looks very bullish to me. So you can see over here, we had this consolidation. This was back before the big pump in 2017. Consolidation over here and a takeoff and a run up to $1,400. Then we had the big bear market drop back down. We had a sideways consolidation, and we had this triangle pattern over here. Once again, big green candle, breakout, monthly close above it. Looks very bullish in my opinion. And by the way, this exact formation I actually called inside my newsletter that I put out on June 7th, where I said if we're going to break $250, it's going to go approximately to $360. I can actually show you real quick. So you can see over here, every month it's part of the membership at Intelligent Cryptocurrency. I write a newsletter. It's about 30 pages, 30 to 40 pages. And this specific one, you can see over here, June 2020. I wrote a technical look at ETH. Every month I include that. I look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I kind of share my thoughts and insights about the charts. And I can see over here, I suspect there will be a break to the upside above 250, at which point I'd expect a continuation to the 360 level, which is a strong historical support level. And if we go back to the chart, well, as soon as it broke this 250 level over here, you can see we're currently trading at 357. So again, that's just one of the calls and one of the benefits that you get as being part of Intelligent Cryptocurrency. Now, there is still one kind of line in the sand. So obviously this $360 level, which was the high in 2019, that does prove to be a point of some support and resistance. You can see over here also, it is meaningful, but at the same time, I think with the strength behind this move, I think we will continue higher. So personally, I still see a line of resistance over here. You can see over here, that's about this candle, and this over here, it's about the $420 level. I think if we can get Ethereum past $420 and we can get a weekly close above that level, I think then after that, it's just open space, and there's room for upside. There is room for a run up all the way back to the all-time high over the next 12 to 24 months. I think that's really important to be aware of, because there's also so much going on with Ethereum, with the move to Ethereum 2.0, which is the move to Ethereum proof of stake. There's the DeFi craze with lots of people actually building on Ethereum and using ETH, the cryptocurrency Ether, to actually have to transact on the network, and it just creates more demand for Ethereum. So as you can see, as I'm making this video right now, you can see over here, it's actually gone up quite a bit. It's at 0.5 BTC in profit right now. This is actually moving quite a bit higher. That is pretty good to see. So guys, I'm going to end the video over here. I hope you enjoyed that. Once again, I am giving away $50 in crypto, so make sure this video gets more than 50 likes. Then that competition is valid. Make sure you leave a comment below, because I'm only going to give that $50 to someone who leaves a comment on this video after the video has reached 50 likes. So if you haven't done so already, also subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to make more videos, more content, especially now that crypto is starting to warm up. You'll be seeing a lot more of me. So if you do enjoy these videos and you want more content, just subscribe below, click the notification bell, and that is pretty much it. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you have an amazing weekend, which I'm sure you will, since Bitcoin is above 11,000, and I will see you in the next video. By the way, I also have a completely free Discord channel. The link is in the description below. And if you want, you can also follow me on Twitter. That's it for me. Have an awesome day. Peace.